Hey, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here, and today I'm going to be playing Reinhardt until I don't get hard counterpicked. And I want to clarify what that means, because you might think, oh, well, hard counter, you know, stuff like doomfist or like May. Like, no, actually, I don't think so. Doomfist May, yes, very annoying, but no, they're not the end of the world. What is the end of the world when you're on Rein is Mauga, it's Bastion, it's Zenyatta, and it's Lifeweaver. With any of those four characters present on their own, you 100% have to change the way that things are being played. Do I know this guy? I have to add him because I'm a chat banned. I don't know who is this guy. Oh, you still do a process GM on Ryan. I did finish that. It's not live yet, but I did finish it. Interesting, you recognized me from that at all. Rare. Yeah, stuff like Doomfist, yes, it's a counter, but it's not a hard counter. But they do use Bastion, so that, you know, this challenge already extending a game. I'll have to check if he added me, because I have that setting on where it doesn't instantly tell you.
What's next? Take them out. The soul of Orisa's fine dining.
Interesting. I really don't. I mean, Zac is such a generic name for an Overwatch count, especially. Even just in general, it's a pretty generic name. That I don't know this guy. I'm sorry, man. If you watch this, I'm sorry if I don't recognize you. Maybe you go by a different name or something. I'm just curious how I know this guy. This is, because, like, I don't think this is a just. Ah, I know where this guy's from. This is a guy I met in Quick Play earlier. That's funny as hell. Yeah, there's a bunch of people I met in Quick Play, and he's just. I'm done. He's just one of them. That's why I didn't recognize him. I have like 15 million groups of people that I've played through Quick Play. Change EPS 1 somber, bro. Calling for a counter pick Quick Play is frankly ridiculous. But to be fair, we're getting smoked. Like, I mean, it's me getting smoked. I have 500 damage. But that's not even because of Bastion. Like, I know this whole thing is to show how often I get counter picked. But it's mainly on the counter pick. I mean, I'm gonna count it when they start on the hero, even though this guy just wanted to play Bastion, I guess. But yeah. I also loaded into this one like halfway through. It's like a lost match. But I specifically recognize Mercy Slaver because that's a really funny name. I personally think that's one of the funnier usernames I've seen. Crazy I ran into someone that I played with like that though. That's not too common. Yeah, it's not someone I know super personally or anything. That's just a guy I've met in Quick Play. And I guess he's now seen some of my videos, which I forgot I even talked about, but I guess I probably did. I bitch about a lot of people. You know, they have a competitive mode, bro. People that write that shit are so cringe, man. Even if people are giga sweating, it is Quick Play. Even if they're like giga sweating, it is Quick Play. Like, they're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do anything in Quick Play. Now, if you talk shit in Quick Play after winning while sweating, that's where the problem is. That's where I think we have a bit of a divide. Because I think playing Quick Play and trying to win and just trying to, you know, have fun, I think that's okay. That's what Quick Play is for. Like, it's built for people to just have fun and enjoy themselves. And if they enjoy themselves by, you know, trying really hard and seeing if they can win the game, that's fine. I think that's okay for people. I think that's great that that's the case. But if you sweat and then shit talk as if you just destroyed the enemy team because you're in, like, while in quick play. That's where it's weird. That's where it's a problem. And that's where I think there is a bit of a divide, at least for me personally. I think if you are that sweaty, that's why I tell you to go to competitive, right? If I'm on Reinhardt like this, and like I had last game where I went like, you know, 400 damage or whatever at the end of the game, and then you talk shit and say, you know, MTD, get smoked Ryan or whatever in like an unironic way, because a lot of time I write that shit when someone joins like with 2 fights in the game or whatever. I'll just say like MTD, even though clearly could not have been. They weren't even there long enough to get diffed. But unless it's something like that, like if you actually are writing MTD or some shit, even if it's just to troll, like, it's just weird, bro. Like, go outside. I don't really have much to say. Mauga, frame 1. Honest to God, bro, this might be the first Mauga player I've just seen in the wild. It's a rare sight. Crazy. Look how the tank passive prevented him getting beefed. Crazy. I'm so glad that tanks really have a passive. I haven't actually talked about this, I don't think, ever. But it's interesting, because now we have DPS who actually have a roll passive. You know, supports actually have a roll passive. And then you have tank, who has, like... They certainly have something. Alright, but I couldn't tell you what it is. It's I wouldn't call the tank, quote-unquote, passive a roll passive. You can see, yeah, Lifeweaver, Zen, and Mauga. There are 4 heroes out of like 40 that are making up this challenge, and they got 3 of them. I think one of them was swapped. Have they had a Zen? Like, I guess maybe he died without me seeing him, but I just don't think they've had one. That's so cringe. What even is that? There's like some wireframe in the corner there that just blocked him from getting pinned off the map. I get, what even was that? I have never seen that piece of map geometry before. And it just completely fucked me. Bro, that shit is barely even there in the first place. That's crazy how that stops pin. Honestly crazy how bad pin is. Like, they have like Mauga's pin thing, and that shit just works. Like, you can run at that thing and it'll work. They have like Doom's Punch, that shit will slide around corners and around objects just fine. Like, God forbid Ryan's pin, like, just works. I'm not even asking for it to be able to slide around corners, but I do think tiny objects like that really don't deserve to stop this ability. I wasn't even Discord there, was I? I just had Mauga shooting me and all that. Let's see, was I Discorded? I'm kind of curious. I'm just done. I mean, to be fair, I pinned directly at them, but Zen wasn't shooting me. Lifeweaver, even if he was shooting me, doesn't do that much damage. And Mauga was a good distance away from me. And now he's in our backline. I don't know what that's all about. That's so sick, man. I love abilities that interrupt my pin. It wasn't obvious. That's like my favorite part of this game. I also love when my pin just sends people flying. I'm really glad that when they increased the hitboxes for every ability, they didn't fix any of the bugs with pin. So it actually just sends people flying more than ever. Like, every time I pin someone in a fucking locked-in corridor in a room with like a roof and ceiling right above them, where they physically could not get hit by my pin, it always beeps them. It's so rare to have a pin actually stick these days. It's anything that isn't a tank. Tanks can still get pinned, because they're big enough that it just will actually latch onto them. Just another common tank L. Gotta love Lifeweaver. I actually forgot he was in the game, I'm not even gonna lie. I've been so preoccupied with the Mauga just killing me instantly. Be having, you know, you see a Zen. It is quick play, like, but I have the right to be annoyed. I feel like in quick play, if you ask this Lucio Zen to swap, like, you're allowed to play Reinhardt, like, that's kind of, you know, if you say it nicely, it's whatever. But if you, like, beg for it or whatever, like, you're kind of fucked. But I think you do have, like, it's okay if you're annoyed by it. I think being annoyed by things is completely fine. I've had people tell me otherwise, that them being Lucio Zen, it's quick play, I shouldn't care, but it's like, I just want to play the game when I'm playing quick play. And with Lucio Zen, I physically on Reinhardt can't play the game. I'd have to swap tanks. But I just also want to play Reinhardt, and that's okay. You're allowed to be selfish in video games in general, and especially in quick play. I think this even applies for a comp. If I want to play Ryan, they want to play Lucio, they want to play Zen, we will definitely lose the game, but we're allowed to do that. It's a fucking video game. If that's how we have our fun, it's losing an Overwatch, then we can go lose an Overwatch. That's unreal. He's gonna make it back. He could make it back. If he didn't get booped by Lucio, like, if Mauga pins and left clicks, he actually can jump in while in midair, and he would live that. Yeah. Not a fun time so far. I went from joining a game halfway through, getting smoked, to joining a game and seeing an instant Zen Lifeweaver Mauga on the other team, with Zen Lucio on mine. It's not a great time, to be honest. Both support. It is overtime, but both support ults on that pin is hilarious. Oh, that's so goofy. Can't write GG, or I would have. Like, it shows up there, but no one else can read it, I assure you. Either way, that was certainly a game. We'll go catch you in the next game. Alright. To Coliseum. Let's go see how long we have until they counterpick. You think it's just out of spawn? Like, I want some guesses on the comments for this game specifically. Specifically, comment about this game. Add in a number to your comment just at a random spot, so I know you made it this far. Because I'm genuinely curious to see if anyone actually watches these. And guess whether or not they'll have a counterpick in this third game. I would say without looking at the time on the bottom. Well, like, I mean like an instant. Do you think they're gonna start it, or do you think they're gonna swap? That's kind of the question. It's always a question of when, not yeah, not if. I like how the wrong chat thing is so common, because anytime you like just press enter, half the time it goes up to the whisper screen. It's so common that WC just means wrong chat. Like, I actually just recognize that right away. The fact that that has an abbreviation shows that there's been a bit of a problem. But it's one of those things where it's so minor that, like, whatever. It can be really annoying though when you just gotta write, you know, GG, and it brings you through group chat, you know, the team chat, whisper chat, like everything before a match. Bro, why is my internet? So far, nothing. So far, this could be grand finale, game 3. It kind of ruined the whole point of that whole comment thing I proposed earlier. But my hope is that by performing a little bit well in this first fight, that I can make them swap. However, it's not looking too hot. They look like they just won a game. Except that Winston. I could see a Mauga or Orisa coming from him. And even though Orisa kind of does what Mauga does, it just does what Mauga does less. So I'm not counting it toward this challenge if they go Orisa. Even though Orisa definitely makes it really annoying to play Ryan, it's not the end of the world, honestly. I've always over-complained about it. When they go Orisa or whatever, like, it's... I don't know. I really don't know, because Mauga counters you so much harder. It feels almost wrong to have Orisa on the list of hard counter picks, even though she 100% is, with no questions asked. Sick. Very common thing, actually, of just tracers to throw pulses, because most tracers, unless you're at the top level, have not practiced enough to actually hit pulses on anyone. So they don't really attempt pulsing anyone that isn't the tank, which is really annoying, to be frank, because it doesn't even kill you half the time on tank. Like, a lot of time I just get pulse and my supports have to heal me up for a second. It's like, man, that is just really annoying that you're just not going for someone you would actually kill with the ult. Just like one extra thing I just get to look forward to every game. What a beautiful shatter. Holy. Beautiful. I just put that in the museum. Might be the best shatter there's ever been. Really surprised that didn't... like, did he double jump? I wasn't really paying full attention. I really thought Genji was grounded at that point. He must have jumped right as they did it or something. Shocked there's no counter pick yet, even for quick play, because this is all playing quick play, by the way, not comp. In comp, the counter picking is way worse because people really want to win, even if they don't deserve to. And counter picking can achieve that result. You can get a win without deserving to at all. can be so much worse as a player, as a team, as everything. If you just all counterpick the tank, you will actually win in comp. This is real advice from Reinhardt player, or former Reinhardt player. I think I'm not going to play this hero for a while, until Zen is less prevalent. But right now, Zen is in every game, because he has 275 health, really easy to hit shots. You get the same value as you always have on Discord Orb. It's just frankly disgusting how good Zen is at the moment. Yeah, this is also a pretty standard comp at the moment, competitive. It's like this, but instead of the Ana, they have a Zen. Instead of the Genji, they have like a Sojourn or something. I don't fucking know. Like anything other than... Genji's not that great. He ain't that hot. But, yeah. I shouldn't have jumped. That one's really on me. It's annoying when shit like that happens, because like, damn, I know that's my fault. Like, I can't even like pretend like it's not. Like, that shit is simply my fault. Orisa, I'm counting Orisa. Fuck it. Honest to God, I'm counting Orisa. I just want, because like 3 games, it's frankly, that's just bad RNG. The amount I get counterpicked, I think it's fair to count Orisa. I would have counted Orisa before the release of Mauga. It's just she's on like a different level. I'm counting Orisa. I'm vetoing my own fucking statement from the start. Especially when you play Orisa like that. I mean, to be fair, that's how you play Orisa. You just shoot the tank. Shocker. This guy's shooting the tank. Just do that in quick play, I think is crazy. I know we went Reaper, though. Actually, I didn't even think about it. I don't think we've had a Reaper. I'm not sure. But I vaguely remember not having something like a Reaper. So I was like, there's not really a reason for this once in the swap outside of just getting pissed that he's losing. Yeah. Just crazy. When there's nothing to gain, people are still just like counterpicking the tank. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, I'm lucky. Got him. Out of here. He really thought I just wouldn't instantly pin him off the map given the opportunity. What a crazy man that guy must be. Yeah, I'm also not going to count Mauga because I think a lot of people don't want to play Mauga. Even as a counter pick, he's just so fucking brain dead and boring that like I frankly don't think people just... Like, people will play Mauga, some people, but it's generally people that literally have zero desire to play tank and are mainly cute flex. I think this Rutro guy, you know, the Scooby-Doo motherfucker on the other team, I think this guy plays tank and he's just pissed. And I really honestly can't blame him because I play tank. I know what leads you down this path, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to say, actually, I'm just a better player and not swap. Even in quick play, where it doesn't matter. It's rough. What a great time to hit a ping spike. Am I right? Would have been really bad if I accidentally gotten a kill on their Moira or something with the lake. I'm lagging now, bro. I'll be out. What? Did anyone else see that? I went to counter my pin. Like, I was holding right click that whole time because the shield even came up. And even through all of that, through all the lag, it didn't stop pin. Because shield can stop pin now if you toggle a certain setting in new settings. I forgot what it's called now, honestly, but I just know it still exists. I love latency. Hey, buddy. I lagged! Holy shit! Dude, if that guy lived, I would have been so fucking livid. Like, obviously the lag is really annoying, but it is quick play at the end of the day. But that guy, he was 3 health and like spinning into him. Like, he deserved to die there. Game, obviously, I went just in game. But that was very deserved. And if he hadn't died there, I would have been frankly mad, because that is a real, like, just raw ass ping diff if he lives there. Everything else that didn't happen because of ping, it's like, well, probably maybe wouldn't have happened anyway. But that one was raw ass, like, the swings that were right on his face are not on his face because he's not actually there anymore. Yeah. But I'm gonna count the Orisa counter pick because I genuinely, like, who else is that for, you know? That's the real thing. Maybe I should just have it unless I get counter pick, but at the same time I think it's neater to have a hard counter be the requirement. Because I'm not gonna count Mei, for example. Mei, yes, makes Reinhardt really, really annoying to play. Ana, if you don't have an Ana, yes, makes Reinhardt really, really annoying to play. You know, who else is there? I'm trying to think. Stuff like Torbjorn, kind of annoying. Really, actually not that bad. Reaper, I guess, maybe. But honestly, Rein v Reaper is kind of in Rein's favor. It's pretty easy to swing on a Reaper and kill him. It was really cool how Orisa got me to stall in the air like that. Yeah. I could go through the roster. Like, next game, next round, next map, whenever the next thing starts, I'll look through the roster and kind of go character by character and just talk about each of them. Because I don't have much else to talk about. This is going to be a long-ass session. You know, I could talk about how crazy some of the enemies are, because I've had times where I've had a lever on my team. People have then went, like, Mauga, fucking Bastion, Zen. And previously it was Orisa, but now a lot of people do really, despite Mauga being boring as shit to play. And I've checked their profile after the fact and seen maybe like 10 seconds of Mauga. Like, yeah. We go... This guy even play tank? This guy doesn't even play tank. But if we go by hero level, he plays the most Orisa, which kind of crazy. And the second most was Rein, I think I saw for the second I did, but it seems like this guy just doesn't even play tank. I can't even really blame him when if you look at my profile and see like 300 hours of Rein or whatever the fuck, like I really, you know, as cringe as getting counterpicked is, I really can't blame you. That was a really high value deflect. Like, it stopped my Reaper's ult and it stopped me from swinging. Shit was crazy. See ya. Yeah, that should be a game 1, I believe. Oh, especially the instant respawn. Why do I instantly respawn here? I don't know. Why did I pin right there? Because it lagged. It did. I might not even have a ping spike. It was that small, the lag spike, but I held the A, just left. See, like, I'm gonna write GG. I write it out of habit because I don't normally write GG, but I can't see it because for 10 days they just can't see it. Oh, I guess, you know, fair enough. I got both supports here. It's like I'm not gonna kill 2 supports healing each other, so you have to ult. Even then, they almost lived. If Ana just sleeps there instead of nading, Ana lives for free. Anyway, I'll go catch you in the next game. See you there. Alright. Looks like we found a game on Servasa. And now I can talk about, you know, other soft counters that Run kinda has. I mean, let's look around. What do we have? Alright. Mauga Orisa hard counters. I would say... Honestly, like, stuff like Ball and Winston and like Doom are kind of soft, especially Doom actually, because he can punch you at a shield and stuff, but those 3 are like soft counters because they are really hard to contest on Rein. Every other character is pretty easy to contest. Going through the DPS role, Kree is a soft counter because of nade. Right, Echo because she flies, Pharah because she flies, Mei because Mei wall. Right, Reaper just because he's a tank buster. Sojourn because she can shoot your shield and get her charge. Torbjorn because he has so much health and you can just basically Reaper. Widow because Widow and Ashe because you can't really range on them. Right, they're all like soft counters. They're things that Rein has a losing matchup into technically, but they're not as anywhere near as bad as Orisa, Mauga, Zen, Bastion, Lifeweaver. Those 5, instant, no game being played. I can't imagine this guy stays Zarya. I don't see it. I've never really seen a Zarya that doesn't just instantly go Orisa the second that Rein kills him. Because Zarya, Rein, like that's Zarya's like only real losing matchup against any tank, I think. Like every other tank Zarya goes at least even with, if not favorable. But Zarya into Rein is one of Rein's few winning matchups. Right, Zarya and Queen are Rein's big two. Rein versus Queen, Rein versus Zarya are pretty free for Reinhardt to win. There's really not a lot of thought or effort that goes into that. But Zarya, at least, like if you just avoid the Rein and you get a lot of charge, like you can really fuck people up. Despite anything. Crazy. You really need to wake up faster on tank, I think. I don't even think the problem is staying asleep for 3 seconds. I think the problem is that during the time that I was considered asleep by the game, I got like booped, I get like shot like 4 times, and then I woke up. Like that is a bit of a problem in my opinion. And that's kind of the biggest issue with sleep on tank, because it's so easy to line up shots on tank when they're asleep that long. And I don't think you need the extra 2 seconds of wake up or whatever that you get whenever he takes damage. Just like that, I'm dead. That's what I kind of mean. Like, the Zarya played away from the Rein, even though I swung on her a bit. Like, she was like 90 charge. Just completely fucks me up. It's pretty easy to win that, like that, on Zarya. Now, to be fair, it's also easy to mitigate on Rein. You just don't push when she is higher energy, and be a bit cautious. It really doesn't take a lot, but at the same time, right? It's not just like Mauga v Rein, where Mauga literally just holds mouse 1 and walks at you. Sorry, mouse 1 and mouse 2, because very high skill here. You have to hold 2 different things. And this shit is like Ana's like a soft counter, because sleep a lot of times is unavoidable. What happened to my pin? I went to pin there to go pin the Hanzo that ended up killing me. What happened to my pin? I don't think even anyone on the enemy team stopped it. You can see right there, I just dropped shield, this should drop shield. Like, no, I pressed left shift on my keyboard. And you get off Rein? I can't even range chat to respond to this. But asking for you're not teaming for the team fleet? Bro, it's click play. This is crazy. That's crazy. Asking, can you get off Rein? Not crazy. The follow-up? Insanity. Insane. Just not frankly, just inhuman. What are you doing, bro? Go play comp, unironically. These are the people I tell to play comp whenever I'm playing quick play. I don't know if I talked about it in this recording or what, but like, there are some people you just tell to play comp. These are the type of people. Just, what are you doing? Like, first off, I'm not doing nothing for the team. I even won us the first team fight by insta-killing Zarya. And then I just have this sick-ass shatter. And, like, who is better here on tank? Like, what is this guy see on the enemy team that makes Rein bad here? It could only be Ana. Unironically, Hanzo, fine. Like, pretty neutral matchup with Rein. Pharah, yeah, a bit of a losing matchup, but then again, that's the DPS's problem. Like, no tank has a good matchup against flying characters, so, and as such, it doesn't really matter what I'm playing. Zarya is a favorable matchup for Rein easily, 100%. I was talking about this entire game for a fucking reason. I didn't just, like, make shit up. Right? The Mercy, like I said, same thing. And they're with the Pharah, like, that's DPS's problem. You sleep it. It's like, dude, like, they're not even counterpicking me yet. I have the feeling that if we win 2 points, they will, but until then, like, we're still in the phase where they haven't counterpicked. Ah, Zen! Zen, there we go! Zenyatta! Woo! Video extended. Let's go, baby! I really thought they'd give it another point. But no, 1 point's enough. Fair enough. It's crazy because both the enemy team want me to swap, and my team wants me to swap. Like, that's, you know, Reinhardt really doesn't bring the community together with the amount of hatred that they have for some reason. A lot of people say Rein's like the most loved tank, but goddamn, bro, he's second to Bull in the amount of hate I get for playing him. Now, to be fair, I am at a higher elo than most people. I think in silver and gold and everyone truly does love having Reinhardt because it means your tank can't really fuck up mechanically. But anywhere like Masters above, and that's from where I play Masters, I would say, people hate Rein. Like, he's notoriously pretty shit and very easy to deal with. Unless you're like a Lucio player, you probably hate Rein. Or I guess a few Ana players are okay with them. But pretty much everyone else just is hating on Rein 24/7 just for being on the character. And it's like, bro, if I can't play Rein, what tank do you think I have the skill to play? And the answer is always Orisa. Because, yeah, if you can play Rein, you can play Orisa. It really is just that easy. Hey. Like, look at that kick, bro. How, like, genuinely, how am I supposed to contest that? The only way any of them die there is with my TPS, like, walking up and doing things. But no, that was genuinely psychopath behavior from my Sojourn, asking for that frame 1 fucking swap off Rein. What the fuck? Dude, it was like 2 fights in. That's really not unlucky at all. I think so. You kind of saw what was going to happen. She had a pretty good vantage point, but really annoying. That's what I'm gonna say. Because I think even bubbling, you really only bubble 1 person there, and I would have shattered 2. The other one tranked. Which I don't think the chain sentence was a response to my shatter. I'll be honest. I think that was there for other reasons. But yeah. It's crazy though, the amount of people that just instantly, the second Reinhardt doesn't work, or just any tank at all, or just like swap tank, frankly ridiculous. Especially because they're not even outside of this Zen, not even counterpicking me. And at the time, I don't think they even had this Zen. They literally hadn't counterpicked me. They were missing the counterpick. Like, it was, you know, it's crazy. Like Zen just feels confident walking up to me and just, you know, kicking the shit out of me. That's just such a crazy thing to say. Like, I just expected the enemy to like silently counterpick me like they do every fucking game I play tank, especially Rein. And to be fair, this one's a bit more understandable because it's just Zenyatta, and like everyone just loves playing Zen right now. He's disgustingly overpowered. Like in every rank, he's 275 health. His shots are easy as hell to hit. Disc Orb actually has more value than ever because people have more health, which inherently makes, you know, a percentage-based ability more valuable. It makes it hell on earth as a Rein player because they're all on Zenyatta. But there is a patch that's supposed to come out like literally today or tomorrow or something that's supposed to fix that. Not here yet, but it's supposed to nerf the knockback on his kick, which is a great change because that's really the biggest problem. I don't have a problem that Zen does 90 damage to me when he, 200 damage to me when he presses left click and then like his mouse button to melee, you know, when I'm point blank. My problem is that it then boops me to the other side of the fucking planet, and then I can't melee him in return, which means I'm just taking 200 damage and not doing damage back, despite being in my effective close range that I'm supposed to be on Reinhardt. Which makes it so there is no way to deal with Zen. But if you nerf that damage not the damage. I keep saying damage. It's the damage doesn't need a nerf. If you nerf the knockback, then I can actually like do things, and that's better. Was I the only one in there? Or did that just only kill me? Oh, I was the only one in there. They wanted me gone. Just crazy though. If you ever feel like, you know, people give you shit on support or something, literally just play ball for 2 games. Because you can have 1 game where people might not say anything, but I guarantee you play ball for 2. Only 2 games. And look how much shit people talk. That's so short. Listen to Zen after shit talking me, bro. That's wild. That is genuinely insane. Hey Zen, make your way over here. I should have just shattered, honestly. I don't know why I was holding it. Now they're just gonna cap and That's crazy, bro. That guy asked me to swap periods and then lost the fucking ulting surge one versus Zen. Now, to be fair, that's actually an advantage state for Zen, but like, still. We have to make our way to point, bro. This D.Va is gonna win them the game. Zen lives. I got booped into them to have a faster opportunity to kill them, and Zen wins. Like, that boop purely benefits me. But I was still discorded despite Zen being on the ground, and I just died there. So fun. So cool. So sick. And to be fair, that was a desperation shatter, because if I don't stun everybody the way I did there instantly. Now we just lose delayed. Thing. Who do I pin off the map while I die? Nobody. Beautiful. I actually didn't want my pin to get anybody there. Not the D.Va, not anyone. I don't think it deserved to hit D.Va, to be frank. I mean, look at this perspective. Actually, D.Va was like so, like, clearly somewhere else. That perspective that it makes it seem like it should have missed. This is a crazy thing to say, man. This is frankly insane. Well, that's amazing. Bro, you just kind of rolling us. My god. I'm glad the not chat ban tank players can stick up for each other sometime. Because look, it's like a common thing where one DPS player talks shit, especially Fair did. Fair players, Genji players, Hanzo. Fair, Genji, Hanzo. And I guess soldiers sometimes, but honestly, more people have been playing soldier now. Mainly, Fair, Genji, Hanzo, Soj just talk shit for like nothing and just think they're the shit. And they are shit. They're not the shit. I mean, I watched that guy lose to Zen, I watched that guy lose to everyone, and just continually blame tank as if I have any kind of impact on that type of thing. Kind of insane. Kind of insane. The things that guy was going through that game, genuine insanity. There's no other way to describe that. Yeah, props to Alter Ego here for being a real one. Actually speaking up for me. I'm chat banned too, so I can't even though I normally reply to that, I'm just like, look who's talking. That's not something I would write. I just write like look who's talking. Or I would talk shit to that guy because he spent all game talking shit to me. But then what would happen is they would just say reported, and that's how I get chat banned. So I talk back to the social overlords that are simply allowed to talk shit. Honey gamers, only because Helldivers 2 is at capacity. Dude, I don't even know anything about that game. I just know that everyone wants to play it. Shit's crazy. I've heard only good things about Helldivers 2, and by my only good things, I mean that the queue to go play the game has been full, like, since it came out. Maybe I should look into that game at some point. Only Mercy playing tank is interesting. What tank is the equivalent of Mercy? Very curious. That's great. No pitting, Reinhardt. Oh man, that is funny. That is a funny little interaction there. So what do we have? Lucio Soldier so far. None of the forbidden heroes. Nobody forbidden. I think I hear Tracer, Soldier, Lucio, Kiriko, Queen. Thing is, Queen, if we do even remotely well, 100% counter pick me. That boot. That I was like aiming into it as well to get booped less. That boop is crazy. Like, I'm glad Lucio's good, don't get me wrong. I'm always happy when Lucio's good. But god damn, that boops me so fucking far, man. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, what does Ryan do about it? The fact that this is considered to have a tank passive. Yeah, Ryan used to have his own passive because of how particularly hard he got fucked by Boob. And he just doesn't have that anymore because that became the tank passive. It's kind of like how Mercy used to be the only character who actually regenerated health, like, without using her abilities. Like, she used to just have a natural... Basically, she was the only one with the support passive back in the day, except it took longer to activate. And it was kind of neat. It was a cool little thing. Rein used to be the only one with the tank passive, and it was a bit higher on him. And then they made a global change to reduce knockback on tanks back when there was 2 of them, because it was just way too easy to beat. Even when killing one of them mattered way less. I didn't realize Alter Ego's on the other team though. Huh. If Alter Ego guy ever sees this, right, you're genuinely a real one. It's rare that tank players don't just talk shit there. I'd be tempted. I wouldn't. I don't think. Mainly because you cannot tell me that Kiriko cleanse was intended for anything I was doing. Actually, it might have been. Looking at it from their perspective, they had a lot of time to react to that. But goddamn, that's still annoying. It's like it's just another thing I have to bait at. I have to make sure I'm not in range of Lucio Boop. I have to make sure that they're actually in front of me and can be shattered, so like Drake's just not blinking around. I have to make sure Kiriko doesn't have either of her 2 abilities. I have to make sure like basically the only person I'm allowed to even shatter is like Soldier. I mean, the other 3 are like borderline unshatterable, and even if I shatter them, they just get cleansed. It's annoying, man. It's annoying getting booped around like crazy, and then people talking about like all the different passives in the game and how much fun their support passives and all that are. It's like, bro, I got nothing. You guys are getting a passive, looking like that one fucking. You guys are getting paid. Getting a passive. Okay. Probably should have kept shielding there, but whatever. Also, when are they gonna fix this chat bug? This shit's been in since season 9. Sushi. Wonder what they're. If I shatter and pin him off the map, I'm really tempted. Cleanser. Less? They don't. Then she almost lives. That's worth it. I'll take it. Count your daddy sizzle? Wow. What a fucking thing to say. What oh man. What the actual that exposes some things. Average Kiriko player is all I'm gonna say to that. What a fucking world we live in. Like how the whole fucking server got up about it too. They're like, what the hell did this guy just say? That soldier like dodged me once and just ignore. Oh, hey, Lifeweaver. Gonna play another game. Fun. And Zen. Dude, they did the double whammy. All it took was a single ult to actually connect. Unreal. Come on, go Bastion too. Make it like a trifecta. I gotta see the full package. Damn, dude, Josiah's stronger. Ate it. Unlucky. Of course, the guy says, "Count your daddy." What a fucking. That's the crazy. That might be the craziest type I've seen this game. Unironically, like, I know I say stuff like that a lot, but it's because this game always surprises me, bro. I'm always like, surely that can't say anything crazier than that, and then someone just pulls it out, and it's in fact crazier than that. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, this is in quick play. You can see both those supports counter picking in quick play. No benefit to this other than winning the game. Like, it's not like Kiriko wasn't cleansing my shatter. She cleansed the other one just fine. That's just fucked up. That is like, that's overkill, bro. You could have like quick melee'd me and I would have died. This guy's just like, yeah, fuck it, bro. Pulse bomb. Catch! Get this one! Okay, man. Yeah, it's like people are always just like, oh man, nobody counterpicks you, right, and say useless. And I can prove the second half of that. You can see that I'm shit at Ryan. Right? Everybody and their fucking mom in the comments either is like, hey, your Ryan's kind of goated, thanks for the, you know, I learned a lot watching you. Or your Ryan's completely awful, like never play Overwatch again. One of the two. That's like all my YouTube comments or whatever. And you know, with how often I get counterpicked in every single one of my games, quick play, comp, whatever, even on like Smurf accounts and whatever, how often I just get counterpicked day in, day out, it makes me think, maybe I'm just him. Because why else would you go Lifeweaver Zen here? Like, Zen maybe I can kind of understand, because he's just ridiculous right now, but who is Lifeweaver? Like, inform me who Lifeweaver deals with better than Kiriko. Literally the only possible answer to that is Reinhardt. So nobody else gets fucked harder by Lifeweaver than Kiriko. Kiriko's cleanse is just a better pull. Her hitbox is smaller than Lifeweaver's, her damage output is higher, her healing is near identical, her ult is way better. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. No ridiculous. Oh, that was a sick lag spike where I held right the entire time and it just didn't do it. That's so... What is going on, bro? Variable ping does some work. Maybe my tracer did not see this end there. Do I shatter? Can I get tracer, do you think? Damn, I expected a blink. I'll keep it a stack. Most tracers blink there and blink forward. You blink back. Completely outplayed. Outmaneuvered every step of the process. Luckily, I think we had tranked out that fight, or at least down an ult. Like, look at that pin, bro. On what planet does that pin not connect with anything? Can anyone else tell me? Like, I'm genuinely curious. When does pin not connect with anyone there? Like, it literally just boots Jake and Queen out of the way. Shit is crazy. Like, I got no words. Like, obviously Queen still died, but I had to do so much more. It was wild. I gotta endorse the count your daddy or what. It was still just insane to write at all. Like, to think up one thing, to actually write that down by mistake, like, subconsciously, is insane. What is going through your head? That's a come out. 2 minutes remaining. Did we count this? Does this count against the challenge? I don't really know. Oh, it said 2 minutes remaining. There was 2 seconds remaining. Where are they getting the minutes from? Why did I even get backfill? I'm not counting this. Why did I even get backfill into this? This was literally in its final fight. Just let the game end. There's got to be some preventative measures about giving someone backfill with 10 seconds left. Now I have to play on robot. I have no clue what ults they have, how good each of the players are, how they've been playing this game, like what's going on. I literally just have to play card and pray that my team has answers when they clearly haven't. We wouldn't have been in this situation if my team had answers. They even have beat for me. What? I did what I could. I'm not counting that game. That I think that's fair not to count this game because it was 2 milliseconds. It is crazy though that joining in with 1 fucking fight left, I almost did more damage than the Hans that's been. Even for quick play standards, that's just unfortunate. I don't know. Oh, this guy played Mauga at points? What the hell happened here? How did you do Mauga JQ Ryan in 1 game? I regret it. I wish you would unendorse people. I want to, like, return that 1 to sender. Just do not fucking endorse. I do not like people that pick Mauga. I don't like people in general to just play that character because he's so boring and cringe and just... Like, he counters like half the tank roster. He counters Roadhog, Reinhardt. He used to counter Orisa, now he just doesn't anymore. Because Orisa gets special treatment from Blizzard. But he Roadhog, Ryan, and like Winston. Right, those 3. That's that quote unquote half the tank roster. And everyone else he loses super hard to, and he doesn't do anything. And he's also incredibly boring to play as and against. Like, I can't get behind it. Either way, Shirley on Circuit fucking Royale. Now, the map where Reinhardt simply does not work. Does not function. We won't get counterpicked. I believe it, right? Come on. Like, if there's any map where they're gonna just be on, like, I don't know, Widow Sojourn or something, it's gotta be this map. There's no good reason to go Zen, Lifeweaver, Bastion, Orisa, or Mauga here. They all suck. Except Zen, that's them. But the only way that this map doesn't end the video is if someone on their team just wanted to play Zen. Otherwise, this is the end. This is the finale. And I can fucking finally end this video and rest easy and go back to enjoying life. I just wanted to make this video show how bad it truly is. Like, as a Ryan player, you know, people are always just like, yeah, skill issue, you get better at the games. Like, I don't care about winning or losing. I think I've made that very clear. I'm just here to have my fun. And even with the Lifeweaver and stuff, I can still have some degree of fun. But man, whenever I pin someone or shatter someone or something, and it gets cleansed, pinned, like, sorry, cleansed, pulled, like whatever, or whenever I just want to play the game and I have a Zenyatta on me and I instantly die to either Zenyatta or his team, it's like, man, that fucking blows. It's like stuff like Ana, sure, getting slept is really annoying, and they made it easier to hit for some reason, which is no other Sam. Right. Looks like we get to play another map. Woohoo! Like, sure, like, getting slept is, like, really annoying, and it's really absurdly easy for Ana to hit, but it's, like, it's nowhere near how much you get denied whenever they just go Zenyatta. Or go Bastion. Go Orisa. Or Mauga. Lifeweaver. And that's it. That's the whole list. Like, I've looked through the roster about 20 times at this point in the video, and that is the whole list of the characters that genuinely make me want to just stop playing tank or Overwatch in general. Because you can't do anything. But Ana was behind on the... It's like Doomfist can be really annoying. He just punches you every 4 seconds. That's, by the way, if you for some reason are struggling Doom into Ryan, just punch Ryan repeatedly and you can't do anything. It's pretty simple. Ana, you just, whenever Ryan doesn't have shield up, just sleep him and he's dead. So it's pretty simple. Man. And it's interesting because a lot of, like, soft counters when added together are really annoying. Now, for example, if they have, like, let's say, I don't know, Mei, Ana, like, you know, Torb, something like that with, like, a Widow. That's not even a possible combo. But basically, Mei with a few select characters can be really annoying. But Mei on her own, I don't think is a hard counter for Ryan. It's relatively easy to kind of keep her in check if she's the only, like, harder thing you have to deal with. Mei is riding the border of being very rough to play into on Ryan. Because Mei with pretty much any other form of focus is a death sentence. Because you can't focus on wall and the Bastion shooting you and the Discord orb and the Doom punching you. Like, you can only really focus on, like, maybe 1 or 2 things at a time. And when Maywall is on that list of about a million things you have to memorize, like, it's brutal. It's really rough to deal with. At that point, the game gets really difficult. But even in those difficult scenarios, it's like, it's kind of a skill issue. It's like, if I pay more attention to Mei, or pay more attention to XYZ, or, like, my team's able to handle this or that better, like, it's not a problem. But when they're just, like, on Bastion, or on Orisa, or on Mauga, or on Zen, or anything like that, There's nothing I can do. There's nothing my team can do other than hard focus those people and kill them really, really fast. Like, if you just kill Zen first every fight, then obviously he's not a counter. But if you don't kill Zen first every fight, you're discorded like I am for 20 seconds, and I'm still discorded, and I'm still dead. Like, they have to reduce discord orb around walls for tanks. If you even get around the wall for a millisecond on tank, I think it's fair to remove discord orb. Your hitbox is like 3 times the size of someone. I think discord orb is no longer applied to you after being around a wall for 2 seconds. It takes you an extra 2 seconds to get around the wall because your hitbox is just that much bigger. So I think it's okay if tanks had a smaller time window for that type of thing. Nice, I got out Shrink, and I killed Ash, and I even died. Like, I did a lot in that play. Oh, see, but like here, like we went with like Sombra to help deal with the Widow and to also kill Zen. That's like one of the few things like your team can help mitigate those hard counters. And when it's only one of them, it's kind of manageable. But when you have like a hard counter and a soft counter, let's say they had Zen and Mei right now, despite Mei not really being that bad and Zen on his own being manageable in mid-team, Zen in Mei, it's like I now have to deal with Discord and fucking Mei wall. That is hell on earth. Also, I think they went Sombra for Duke. Zen. Now that I think about it, like it's never a counter pick on the supports. You always counter pick the Zen. And that is exactly what happened here, for sure. It's not too bad of a game. Despite Zen being a hard counter, this guy's kind of bad at him, and it is circuit. So it really just comes down to the snipers. And I think my snipers are better. It'll be fine. This is a situation where my team happens to be much better, and it kind of erases the fact that they tried to counterpick. And you can tell because they swap Zen. That's crazy. That's a telltale sign. They swap Zen, bro. They recognize themselves like, oh yeah, I ain't doing shit. Just like dying to Sombra. That doesn't make Zen any easier to fight on Ryan. It just means my team this time around was able to hit. And as such, the video is not going to end. That's the rules, right? They went the character at some point. Just because my team was better and they gave up on it doesn't mean that the idea to be on the character wasn't there. And to be fair with this one, they locked in at the start. I mean, like I mentioned a few times throughout this video, Zen is just inherently good right now. Like, a lot of people are just playing him because he's strong. So you can't really use this as a, you know, whenever they're just like on Zen at the start, I can't really use that as like a, oh, they counterpicked me on Ryan type thing. Isn't that didn't block it for Ana? I really thought my shield was in the way of this thing. Apparently not. I heard a sleep there. Also got booped 30 miles. I thought I had Fire Strike. Like, there's no input display up, but you have to trust me when I said I was mashing E for like 5 seconds and just standing there. Like, the idle swinging is just, that's just something you do on Ryan. It's just, there's no downside to just swinging your hammer always on Ryan, because you can cancel it with every other ability. You can cancel a swing with Fire Strike, you can cancel it with Shield, you can cancel it with Shatter, cancel it with Pin. Like, there's no downside, ever. There's only upside of possibly getting things you didn't see. There's no downside of doing anything outside of maybe like hitting a Zarya bubble or something, but that's something where you're more conscious of it, and that's when you actively work against your kind of natural instinct to just swing. But that's the exception, not the rule. There's an exception to everything. This is treated literally everything, right? For example, like, stealing from people, very bad. Stealing from people, if they stole from you, I'm not sure if I'm the same thing. I know that's a very separate argument, and some people might not agree with that. But point being, like, there's kind of exceptions to every rule. That's not a great example of it, I don't think. It depends on the person. Well, I don't know. I think it, like, whatchamacallit. I'm trying to think. There's like, oh yeah, the saying's eye for an eye, but the thing that was coming to my head for like 3 minutes straight was just like, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I'm like, that's not applicable here. It'd be funny if it was. What? Hands off the keyboard. It's not fixing itself. That's not great. I didn't want to play the game anyway. Maybe I put it up at input display just so you can see what I'm attempting to press before. Okay. They just have to add data. I don't have Ethernet like right now because if I had a cable, it'd go for like 4 rooms. I might just have to bite the bullet and do that though, like tape it to the ceiling or something. Because damn, this has been plaguing me for like to this point, despite my internet being great. Like my internet is really good for uploading shit and all that, and when I was on Ethernet, the kitchen or whatever, it was completely fine. And I had to block anti. I figured he was coming. That's a brutal headshot on some. Is she even visible? What's the kill on Ana? Oh, that's not my Widow. The fact that Widow's like not nerfed still though, and that isn't gonna be in this next patch is crazy, considering I've seen Widows popping off so hard. I know this is Circuit and this is Widow's map of choice. Like this is like her best map pretty much. But Widows at every level have been hitting like 5Ks like every game. Such a like way easier to hit it. I have a problem. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Surely we won't have any of this entire roster, any of 5 characters. Out of what? 10 supports, that's 2 of them. Out of 12 tanks, it's 2 of them. Out of fucking 17 DPS, it's 1 of them. There's a lot of DPS. I didn't really think about it, but to be fair, a lot of that is because when Overwatch was initially made, those of you who didn't know, there used to be both an offense and a defense category instead of damage. The damage unification came later, but there was a lot of weird shit. For example, Symmetra was in the support category because she had a teleporter, and that technically made it so she was a support. Characters that I think Widow was on defense. They had Widow, Bastion, Torb. God, who else? Might have actually been the full list. And then they had like Genji, Reaper, Pharah. Oh no, May was the last one, and Junkrat. And like the other half were like on offense, except the ones that weren't in the game. Yeah, there was a like sizable amount in the game's history where the only supports were Lucio, Orisa, Zen, and then at some point they added Ana, like relatively early on. But like the other half of the support roster is not there for like the first year or 2 of the game. The game was much better for it. For DPS, so they added like Ashe really late on. They added Echo even later. This is there. They really haven't added that many DPS. Sojourn, Sombra. They've changed Torb and Sim. Like Sim used to be a support, now she's not. Tracer was always there, and so was Widow. So they only had like 4 DPS. They had like 10 supports, and like the tank roster really is crazy. They had Sigma, Doomfist, Queen, Mauga, Ball, Orisa, and Ram. Is Lifeweaver even good now, or is he still trash? What would make him better? Like, am I crazy? Like, some people have really been telling me that Lifeweaver is still fine. Please, I want to walk forward. Always has been good, always will be. I can't move. Hello. What the hell was that, bruh? I could not leave spawn. I was being locked in there against my will. Dewey Doug. Interesting. Now, here's the thing. We are on King's Row. If there was any time for there to just be a dude, what is going on? I can't unshield. I can't move. What the fuck is happening? Dude, what is going on? I've never had ping issues this bad. We're just like, yeah, you've been playing too much Overwatch. My ISP's looking out for me. Oh man. What the hell, bro? What? Like, that was like my internet through that entire fight. That's crazy. But like I was saying, with 2 Rhines on King's Row, like the Rhine map that everyone knows is the Rhine map, the honest, Rhine 1v1 map, it's most likely this would be the map where you wouldn't get counterpicked. Especially with them already on Rhine. Walking this way to pull Rhine away from my Ana, then get pinned. I should get that. Pretty sure I had pin up at that point. That's on me. Wish I could write stuff in team chat like "not your fault" on. I just can't. Instead, I'm gonna be the toxic Rhine, just kind of pinning in and dying. Where are my DPS in all this? Guess they're killing them in the spawn. Fair enough. Unfortunate though, because I just like default lose the Rhine duel. The Rhine duel is in assisting your team to beat the other Rhine up. Because Rhine versus Rhine, you don't kill the other Rhine. What happens is you outplay the other Rhine and get your team to kill him. Or your Ana to sleep him or something like that, and then just outplay him for you. But that just doesn't happen without like this added DPS passive. The DPS are passively doing things to him. Oh, beautiful. Can't get Ana. Oh, I thought I could. It's annoying too, because he gets 2 get out of jail free cards. If he ever counterpins me, like we both have Anas that can sleep the other Rhine. And then second off, he also has the Kiriko, who's definitely bailed them out like times this game. Also, this ping, dude. What the fuck? I want to walk out of spawn, dude. Is that so crazy to ask? What the fuck, man? It is brutal. I've genuinely never had ping issues this bad. I'm praying that they don't counterpick me just so I can end this recording. At this point, I think I've kind of proved my point that people just, you know, I don't know. I haven't proved it that well. People just counterpick, but if you want more of that, go watch the Bronze GM on Rhine, because that beyond a shadow of a doubt will show you, like, people just counterpick. No matter what. No matter how well someone's doing, no matter what's going on. Yeah. It's a more honest game. Everyone here seems to be an honest player. We might not actually have a count. This might be the... Like, we have, like, the perfect map, enemy tank, all that. Like, the perfect set of players. You know, no lack of morals around. And sure, it's annoying to fight Kiriko. Not the end of the world. I think my Lucio gets her. What's going on? Did he just boot himself into getting pinned? Didn't hit. I thought it did. I had to swing higher. It's my bad. Oh, floating Reinhardt. I love Kiriko. Oh my god. What a fun interaction that was, huh? To start floating, and have Kiriko come back and just save him. Like, I know any support can really do that, but it's like, the Kiriko just definitely had no clue what's going on. He just saw critical, just teleport to him. That's like the problem I have with Kiriko. I just, man, I have like vested hatred of Kiriko for how broken she has been previously. Because Kiriko now is genuinely fine. Like, Cleanse shirt, annoying as fucking hell. It's like I said, it has the same problems with like Life Grip, of just like stops you from doing anything on most tanks, especially Reinhardt though. Shatter, pin, fire strike, swing on people, like it's all counteracted by Kitsune. Not Kitsune. I always call it Kitsune. It's the, you know what I mean. Where should she even fucking go? Boop me. That booped me into the wall. I was holding right so that I could counteract the boop and still get her. I didn't think it would boot me into the wall, but I think the tank passive would negate boot to some small, minuscule degree. No. It's not. Yeah, props to everyone in this game so far for not being a degenerate. Just letting the Reinhardt's play on King's Row. It's like the only map where there's like a mutual understanding of like between the supports, DPS, everyone, just to like, it's like this is like Ryan's map. Like counterpick Reinhardt every other map and any other situation, like understandable. But like Reinhardt has one map where he's allowed to be played, and it's King's Row. And if you go like Orisa on King's Row, especially when the other guy's still on Ryan, even if it's because they have like Zen Bastion shit, it's like, man, you are just a bitch. Like normally it's like a, you know, counterpicking, blah blah blah. The counterpicking is a high skill maneuver, you know, whatever random bullshit they say. Killed him with 1 health. I saw a 1 on my health bar. I 100% saw a 1 on my health bar. I'm not gonna lie, 1 out of 675 is a crazy thing to see. Even if it's for a frame like that, as Genji kills me. Oh, no shatter. Okay. I've been there. It's rough sometimes, man. And you start like getting, you know, fucked that your shatters, it is really hard to recover. When they block the first one, they're gonna block the next 10. Because you're gonna get tilted. Make it obvious. Why does his pin work? That's unfair, man. What the hell? You guys have seen in this footage how shit my pin's been. Why does he get a functioning one? That's fucked up, bro. Nah, fair enough though. I fucked my pin, he just capitalized on it. There we go, we might have one game. We're just honest to God Reinhardt. No hard counter picks. I mean, sure, annoying characters. Sure, characters that like technically make it easier to play into Ryan. No hard counter picks, nothing like that. We're just gaming. You love to see it. What would be crazy though, and something I've seen, is that with 1 fight left, they counterpick. Like this is like where the Ashe goes Bastion and makes this challenge go amok. It happens a surprising amount that they counterpick only in the last fight, and most of the time it doesn't work because you need more than 1 fight to kind of stage a comeback a lot of the time. But it's very, very, very common to be in the last fight just for like shits and giggles to hard counterpick. Just to basically show like, yeah, I could have. That's brutal. He got slapped out of his shatter. Like that's brutal. Unlucky. Iana's better. You can see, despite my Lucy having 5 heals, my Iana having 10,000, like we're chilling, bro. Numbers aren't everything. I'm happy with how. I mean, obviously, I would have been happy with the Kiriko cleansing every mistake I make, but I'm perfect. What? What? What even happened there? I don't even know, bro. I can't even blame, like, they're right, like a rage and chat or whatever. I can't blame him. What the fuck just happened to me there? I have no clue. But either way, we're done with the challenge. We made it. My Ana carried me through this one. We got ourselves a W. At least I gotta have his fun. Everyone gotta have their fun. It was a quick play game where people just had fun and played Overwatch. It's a very rare sight these days. You know, no shit talking, no nothing. I would have run in match chat some shit like, you know, good job Ryan, unlucky, like, cause it really, that, especially that last part, genuinely unlucky. But yeah, that's the life of a Ryan player right there. It's a little glimpse at what I get to deal with every single day. And hope y'all enjoyed the raw recording. This is going to be slightly edited, a raw recording in hour 17 minutes. That being said, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.